Brother, we can't quit until we get our share. Say it loud. Say it loud. One more time. Say it loud.
Hey, I enjoy being African American, but say it loud. I'm black and I'm proud.
I just feel like Italians aren't saying I'm Italian American, and Irish aren't saying I'm an Irish American. They're Americans. Once you come here and you become a citizen, or you were born here, you're an American. And that's what I am. I just happen to be black.
I think in this day and age I would prefer to be called black as opposed to African American. Reason being, my family is so mixed up, you could say, from Irish to Caucasian to Blackfoot, Mohawk Indian, and some Spanish descent. So I think I would prefer being called black.
My name is V, and in regards to the conversation about whether I prefer being called African American or black, I really don't have a preference as long as my unique cultural heritage and history is acknowledged and recognized. So that's my opinion.
Hello, I'm Joyce Ryan. The question has been posed to me, what would I prefer, being called black or African American? My preference is black. I came up during the era of James Brown's influence. Say it loud, I'm black and I'm proud. I do not have any problems with being categorized as African American. It's fine. If people refer to me as African American, I have no problems. But my preference is black.
I'm Mary Jernigan, and I prefer to be called black. The white man is called white and not a mixture, and I think that I'm going to let my good be better and my better be best, and my best is being the black person that I am. Simplify my life by saying I'm black as I am black American.
All right, we were born in Africa, but I prefer to be a black man, being born and raised in the USA. So I would say I love being a black man. Nothing against the African Americans or the African people, but USA all the way.
I prefer being considered a black African American woman, resident of the United States of America. And we're all part of many races, but most of all, I'm one of God's children, so it doesn't really matter.
I prefer to be called African American only because I think it's the contemporary place that we are now. If I was born in 1920 and if I was a man in 1950, I would prefer Negro. If I was in the era of the Civil Rights Movement in the 60s, I would probably prefer black. And just, I think it's the contemporary term of the day. I don't think the term should determine who we are or what we do. I think it's more of our actions and what fruit bears from our actions. I think that's what's important.
I am EC, and I really don't have a preference for whether or not I'm called black or African American. I guess for some, African American, being called African American represents more of a historical thing, historical context, I mean. And I think being black represents more so, I think, an identity that a lot of people of African descent who live here in America, they identify with being more black. They don't really have a connection to the African ties from where our ancestors come from. So, but I think that I am okay with both because I think both are representative of me. So I don't have a preference.
Would prefer to be called an African American.
Amongst my peers, I don't mind being called black, but in a professional setting, African American is a lot better than being called a black or a nigga. it doesn't really bother me for the most part. Different strokes for different folks. That's my take on it.